tuned in to Gram Fishburne Live on Gram Fishburne TV, a YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and tap that bell icon so you're notified every time I go live. Let's get started.
Shout out to my guy, Gram Fishburne. Shout out to Sub-Zero and Rosie. Shout out to everybody rocking the campaign, man.
This is actor Gram Fishburne, the legendary Ice-T. In the building, get in the bag, get to it. Stop playing. This your boy Gram Fishburne, actor extraordinaire. This is Orlando Jones hanging out with Gram Fishburne, but he won't give me his autograph though.
Somebody asked me the other day, Gram, how does it feel to be young, black, and American? It feels good. Wow.
Gram Fishburne is in the building.
Tune in to Gram Fishburne Live on Gram Fishburne TV, a YouTube channel, Wednesdays and Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. I cover everything from urban news to sports to politics to entertainment, even current events. I even open the phone lines so the viewers can chime in on whatever the subject is for that night. It's about you. We want to hear from you. Tune in to Gram Fishburne Live. See you there. Hey, what's going on, people? Happy Hump Day. No, actually, what's today? I got a special guest today. I'm getting my days mixed up. Yeah, happy Hump Day. Episode 12 of Gram Fishburne Live. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Episode 12. Time is flying. Salute to everybody who's watching the show and who showed up on time. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Salute to everybody in the chat.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Ah!
Absolutely. So I got a special guest for y'all today. We're trying something different on Gram Fishburne Live. I actually got a special guest, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Tonight on Gram Fishburne Live, this being episode 12, I'm so honored to have a very special guest on the show. She's an actress as well as a podcast host. You've seen her in movies like Caught Up, starring Bokeem Woodbine, featuring LL Cool J. Also, Mo Better Blues, starring the great actor and thespian Denzel Washington. Let's give it up for Miss Cynda Williams. Absolutely. Salute, Queen. What's going on? Let me pull you up. Let me pull you up to the. There you go. What's going on, Queen? How's everything?
Everything is good. Thank you. How about for you?
No complaints. I'm alive, so I'm winning. You know what I mean? I'm alive, so I'm winning. Wow. You still look great. I got to tell you that right now. You still look great. Good black don't crack.
Thank you.
So, how'd the show go today? You did your show today, the podcast?
I did. It was actually the radio show today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was good. It was interesting. The guy that I had on today is from Kenya, and he is in LA trying to become a filmmaker here. He's been a filmmaker there for a very long time, and it's like he's starting over, and he got mugged day before yesterday. Yeah, he got beat up, his equipment stolen. So, and it was the second time that it's happened in the time that he's been here. So,
that's crazy. It's a rough time to be out in LA or New York right now. Any of the major cities, it's a tough time to just be coming here for the first time. I'm in New York. So the same type of stuff is going on over here. People are starving,
Yes, they are.
We're in a recession. I'm not making any excuses for these people, but he got to just stay strong, and as long as he stays focused, I'm sure he's going to succeed in what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope Is he in the hospital, or he's okay?
No, he's okay now. He just had to get some stitches, and he had a knot on his head,
Uh,
and he almost didn't do the show because he was like, I don't want to come on there looking all crazy. And I was like, I
listen,
understand. Yeah, but he,
listen. We all want to be camera ready. I get it, but don't blow opportunity like this to be with someone of your status. You know what I mean? You're someone who could really help him just by giving him knowledge on the game. You know what I mean? But
I
I'm
can.
glad he was able to make it. You
Mm,
know.
mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
so we're not. I'm not gonna sap rap with you. You know, I got a few questions for you before I get into my shenanigans.
Okay.
Okay, I just, I'm not gonna give you I'm not gonna give you the typical interview. I'm not here to do that. You know what I mean? I got a few questions. I know some people want to know the answers to who don't know, who
Mhm.
have heard of you, but unfortunately, a lot of our people don't like to read, and that's a fact. Not dissing our people, but you want to hide something from us, put it in a book. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Mhm.
just let me just start off with this if you don't mind. Uh what was childhood like for Cynda Williams growing up out in Chicago, the Pullman neighborhood to be exact?
It
Pullman,
was
the Pullman neighborhood to be exact.
right. Well, we moved
Excuse me.
from the west side to Pullman area when I was about 5, so I was getting ready to start school. When we moved
Okay.
there, it was all white neighborhood. Most of Chicago was at the time.
Right,
Um,
right.
and yeah, so we were actually the second family of color to move to
Uh-huh.
that area. I guess it was like 1971 or something like that.
Okay.
And yeah, 71. And so um, within a year, it was all black. Within a year, everybody
There
moved
goes the
away.
neighborhood.
There went the
There goes the
neighborhood.
neighborhood. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
There goes the
So
neighborhood. Yep.
once that happened, it was cool. I loved my neighborhood at the time. Now it's called the Wild Hundreds, and
Uh-huh.
people were afraid to walk down the street. But at the time, it was like a lower middle class, working people, black folks, everybody, and except for my mom. My mom was, my mother's white, so that.
Really?
Uh, hmm So that
Okay.
kind of like created some issues for me, particularly. My brothers never really had much of an issue with it, considering they were, really sporty dudes, uh,
Right.
athletic, so they could bypass that stuff. But there weren't many people that looked like me, so it caused a
So
few issues, but it was cool.
I
People
got you.
people are uncomfortable with different, but for the most part, I loved living there. I loved my school, although half of the year we wouldn't be in school because they striked so many times.
Wow.
They were always striking, so I don't think we realized how behind we were until we actually moved. We left Chicago when I started high school. So then I
Okay.
realized how far behind I was.
Got you.
And had to catch up because of all those lost days that I experienced over the years. But I loved
Got
it.
you.
I loved living there. I loved the people. As a matter of fact, it was very difficult to move. I already got accepted in the high school I was going to go to. I was on a cheerleading squad. I was so hyped. And then our house got
Right.
broken into.
Oh
And
man.
that was it. That was like the second time that this person, and it was a very dangerous person, broke into our home. And it just so happened that the night he actually got into the house, my father had just switched over. My father was a police officer, and he had just switched over to being at home. So he happened to be home that night and chased the
Wow.
dude down. The guy eventually got killed doing
Hmm.
this. He was a cat burglar rapist. And
Oh my God.
yeah,
Wow.
so my dad was like, that's it, no more, out of here. So he moved us to, well, first me, I went alone to
Hmm.
Indiana. because my mom was pregnant with my first sister. I have 4 sisters now. 2 with my
Wow.
mom, 2 with my mom. Then my parents broke up, and then I have 2 more sisters from my stepmom. But I
So
loved it.
6 sisters? Oh, two and two.
No, I have 2 brothers, and then there's 5 sisters. So there's 5 of us girls and 2
Wow.
boys. Yeah,
7
yeah,
siblings.
yep,
Yeah, y'all was deep.
yep.
Y'all was deep when y'all got together. Nobody wasn't messing with y'all. Not when
No,
y'all was
we
rolling
stuck
together.
together, but we were in 3 separate groups. You know what I mean? My brothers and I were I'm the oldest, so my brothers and I were the first part of the siblings, and then I was 14 when my first sister was born, and then 16 with the next one. And then my father remarried, and I have a sister that is now 28 and a sister that's
Mm.
23.
Wow,
So
they're babies. They're
yeah,
babies.
they're as a matter of fact, my youngest sister is only 2 years older than my daughter. So,
Wow.
but we
Wow.
are very, very tight, a
That's
very
good.
tight knit family. And as soon as my sisters reached a certain age, they stopped treating me like mama and started treating me like sister. And now they're like
Got you.
my besties. So yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Listen, it ain't nothing like having a bond with your siblings. I have 2. You know, I got a younger brother, you know, his name is L. Fishburne. And my sister, I'm gonna just say R. Fishburne. Only reason because we're on social media, these people on here, even though I love my audience, I love most of my viewers, but it's some people that they get a little information and they go crazy. You know, that's the way the world is now. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
as far as you said, your dad was a police officer.
Mhm.
That's funny. My uncle my uncle was a sergeant for internal affairs. You know, he passed away at about the age of 50, but he was a sergeant for the internal affairs out in Queens, New York. You
Mhm.
know, so it's just
Mhm.
a coincidence. We got a couple of things in common so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just telling you,
My
huh?
father's the only one. It's odd because usually you have, legacies, and my father was the only cop in my family. He was
Same
it.
way. Same thing with my family. We may have one other cop, but he doesn't even mess with us. You know, these officers. They're both down south somewhere out in Georgia. You know, they don't mess with us. They became law enforcement, and you know, they're the type if they catch you littering, you getting a citation. You know what I mean? And
Right.
your family. So with family like that, who needs enemies? You know.
Right.
So let me ask you this.
Mhm.
I read a little bit and I seen that when you were out in Indiana, when you used to visit, you had started singing. Before you started acting, you started singing in your grandfather's church.
Mhm.
Did
Mhm.
you enjoy that as a child, or was it forced upon you and you hated it? What's up?
My uncle lived with us. As a matter of fact, most of my family, my extended family, lived with us at one point or another. My father's siblings, and my uncle stayed with us in Chicago. He was in a band. So
Okay.
when I was as early as 3 and 4 years old, my uncle was teaching me how to sing. So that's
Okay.
just something that was a part of my DNA. It just came to me. Both my parents could sing. And so we sang all the time in the house. So that was
Right.
normal. I was very, very, very shy. So yeah, there was some pushing. There was some pushing to get out there and do it. But really, there was nothing else that I ever thought I would do but that. I just always did it when I was in school. I sang in all the choirs and all of that, and that's kind of where I started the acting through school. And
Right. Right.
it was, it was just who I was always. I was never that girl that like had all kind of options about what she wanted to do. I wasn't that, girl, I'm gonna be a doctor or a nurse when I grow up. I'm gonna be nah. I was always from the earlier years a singer. I'm gonna be a singer when I grow up.
Hmm.
And then the other gifts started
You knew
coming
you were
about.
gonna do it big. Don't be. Don't be humble. You knew you were going to do something big. You just felt it inside.
Well, I didn't really think in terms of big or not. I just thought in terms of this is who I am, and I'm just going to sing and eventually act, and it, you know, I've never had any doubt that I would do it. I never questioned. I've questioned a whole lot about myself. I've had a
Right,
lot of
right.
self-esteem and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to my creative gifts, I've had a lot of confidence because I was very encouraged and supported. No one ever said, you need to go to school and do business, or you need to do that. No one ever said that. Everyone always supported. The only time they ever were funny was they really
Hmm.
preferred me as a singer. They wanted me to just sing. They didn't give a crap about my acting.
Right.
Matter of fact, I don't think that my mother saw hardly anything I ever did. My dad supported my acting career, but they really wanted me to sing. So they were quite disappointed
Hmm.
when my career kind of went away from the music and went into the acting. Um,
Right.
and and both of them have passed recently, and they both kind of ended
Sorry to
things
hear that.
saying, "You need to
May they
sing."
rest in peace. May they rest in peace. I'm sorry to hear that. Whenever I hear someone's people die, I always say rest in peace. I notice a lot of people, especially in the media, act pretty numb to it, but seriously, rest in peace, stay strong. I don't know if y'all were tight like that, but stay strong. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And
We were, we were, but you know, it's I believe in the things that I learned. You know, I believe in life after this place. I don't believe it ends. So I
hmm
know my parents are with me. I do miss them. I
right,
definitely miss them, but I understand that life is constantly moving. So
absolutely.
it was their
Listen,
time.
I'm a believer, sister. I believe in God. I
Mhm.
believe in God. I do. I do. I was raised in a Christian household. You know what I mean? I believe. You know, and if you see all the wickedness that's going on out here, there's definitely good and bad in the universe. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I just, you know what it is? I feel like there's a lot that has been removed from the literature that they allow us to have access to. So they're giving us part of the truth. That's how I feel. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Still, I try to live my life as righteous as I can. If I wrong someone, I ask the Lord to forgive me. I often apologize to those that I've wronged if I have the opportunity to, because I'm not perfect, you know. But and I try my I never hold a grudge anymore. I used to, you know, but I just realized, see, I'm a Capricorn, just so you know, and
Mhm.
we're kind-hearted people. Actually, somebody that my audience might not know that you've co-starred in a film with is actor Denzel Washington in Spike Lee's Mo Better Blues, and he's actually born on the same day as me, December
Mhm.
28th. So I was like, that's crazy because I always loved his work. Besides him being a great actor, I'm just like, I like this dude though. His personality just seems like when I see him in interviews and whatnot, like aside from the work he's doing, because I know he's a method actor. You know what I mean? So whatever character we're getting, that might not necessarily be him. You know what I mean? But I believe in interviews he's giving you the real him. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
he has a similar story to me as far as, except his is way more successful. I just been playing around with the acting my whole life. You know what I mean? Lawrence is my actual cousin, but he never really wanted us to be in the business. You know what I mean? And his mom actually got me and my brother into the business as kids. You know what I mean? So we did a couple of jobs. I remember this movie we got booked for called Just Another Girl on the IRT. It was like a low budget film back in the
Mhm.
days where a girl got pregnant. She was from Brooklyn and she was in high school. And anyway, that was like our first spot. But then started playing a little basketball. And but as I got older, I said, you know what, I'm gonna try it again. So I just been doing a lot of background work. I've done some theater off Broadway. You know what I mean? Where I've
Mhm.
had speaking roles and whatnot. And I'm working on a independent TV series right now. It's not mine, but I've been cast on it. You
Mhm.
know, so we're gonna see what happens with that. But back to you, because this is about you. You know what I mean? Don't never let me ramble. If I get off topic, be like, listen, come on back now. Come on back. Cause you know I like you. You know, I don't know you personally yet, but you know I like you. I told you after I seen you and caught up, that was it. You know, that was it. You know what got me? I have the clip, but I'm not going to play it because YouTube loves the flag channels for these clips. They're so worried about these copyrights. You know what I mean?
Right.
I have the clip that made me a diehard fan of yours. I'll say it. I'm a fan of your work.
Thank you.
The eye roll. Did you create that, or did someone in production tell you to do the eye roll in the lovemaking scene with the Supreme Grinds Master? Like when you rolled your eyes to the back of your head, I was like, man, that's wow.
Anything that happened, it happened naturally. No one told me to.
Gotcha.
No, I don't.
Right.
I've only seen Caught Up one time, so I really, and that's when it came out. So, hi. So I really don't have a clue what I did or whatever. I don't remember.
Listen, Sin.
Huh?
Listen, Showbiz Sin. I got the clip right here. I'm gonna think about it because sometimes what they'll do is they'll hit me up if they don't like it on because it's not showing any nudity in that. I got the angles where you can see your back but you can't see the other stuff. Don't worry, I got you. We family now. I got you. It's not like that.
Thank
But
you.
if I show this, the guys in the audience who never saw the film are definitely gonna go watch it later, and they're gonna be like, "Wow, that was the scene." But that was the scene I loved in that movie. But besides that, there was another scene when you run back into Ahmad and you say, "Good to see you again, Ahmad. I missed you and your magic snake." The way you said that, I was like, "Yo, this lady is crazy." I know you're acting. The character was real freaky. I loved it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Just being
she was
honest.
nuts. She was out of
Yeah,
her. Yeah, I
yeah.
played a lot of roles like that where,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, Denzel is method, so you never quite know who he is. That's the same
Mm-hmm.
with me. I played a lot of characters that people assumed was me, and I was just acting. I'm an actress. That's what we do, and we're
Absolutely.
pretending for a living. But you got to pull some stuff from yourself. You know what I mean? You got to pull
Of
some
course.
stuff from your own life and your own experiences. But most of the characters I've played have been very different from who I am as a person.
Right,
I
right.
would never say
Absolutely.
that to someone. I would never
Listen,
say that ever.
I no. Hey. We just got we maybe if I'm in Cali, maybe we can hang out one day and go out to eat or something. You know, I'll dig into my piggy bank. You know, but what's your current dating situation? Are you married to anyone involved? What's up? The
I am
people want to know.
involved. I am
Oh,
involved.
okay,
Yes.
okay,
I'm not married, but I am involved. Yes, I have a partner.
okay, okay. Lucky man. Salute to him. He knows how to pick 'em. You know, salute to him. I'm gonna salute him, and I'm gonna salute the rest of the room. Salute to everybody.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Ah!
All right. So let's see here. All right. So let me ask you another question. I got another question for you. I feel like we're in an interrogation right now. Okay. So as an actress,
Mhm.
by the way, don't think I didn't know that you were Miss Ball State. By the way, I did my
Mhm.
homework. Okay. So congratulations on that for being Miss Ball State. See, when you get accolades like that, you know you're going to be something big when you get out of. Absolutely. So, as an actress, do you prefer working on the stage, television, or film, and why?
Um, in the beginning, I would have said stage because that was where I began. I was a musical theater girl. I could sing
Mm-hmm.
and act, and I did tons of musicals. But once I started doing movies, I fell in love with the immediacy of it. I love to create characters quickly and get it done and move on to the next. You know, I
Got you.
enjoy it. Whereas with theater, you might have to live with the character for 5 years, you know, and that can be boring, to be honest with
Right.
you, depending on the show, or it could be damaging. You know, I actually got Rent at one point, not the original casting, but I was
Wow.
cast for Rent, and I ended up
Okay.
turning it down because I got a movie that I was working. Was it? I don't remember which one it was, but I got a movie where I got paid as much to do that movie in a few weeks as I would have gotten paid to do theater for 2 years. And I'd heard so many horror stories of people that played the character I was going to play losing their voices, you know, getting nodes, because it's a very
From overwork.
hardcore, it's really hardcore singing
Right.
8 times a week, you know.
Right.
And
Right.
so I prefer movies, but I love theater, and maybe one day I'll make it back to Broadway, because that was my original intention, was to
Got
do
you.
something on Broadway. But if I did Broadway, I would want to sing. I would want to do a musical, because
Okay.
that's my origins.
Right. You want to use those chops. I got you. I got you.
Mhm.
You want to use those chops you were blessed with. So me, I actually, you know, I respect theater actors much more than anyone else because of the fact that if you mess up, you got to roll with it. It's no cut in the theater. You know what I mean? The first time I was on stage, I didn't mess up, but someone in the cast did a foul up and made a table fall down that we were sitting at on stage, and I had to, like, at the drop of a dime, I just said, "Yo," I said something like, "Didn't I tell you to get that shit fixed, man?" And the crowd started laughing, you know, because they thought it was, you know, they didn't know that we messed up because of the way I handled it. You know what I mean? So I definitely respect actors that come from the theater more than anyone else. You know what I mean? And the other stuff is easy. Once you learn your lines, once you develop that character, you know what I mean? Now, if you're doing like if you're portraying a person like how Jamie Foxx portrayed Ray Charles, that's very challenging. You know what I mean? That's you got to dig deep for stuff like that. But as far as everything else, oh, you messed up the line. Okay, cut. You know what I mean? Let's do it over. But the only thing,
It
it's time
depends.
consuming. It's time
It
consuming.
is time consuming, and it
Yeah,
depends on the movie. I mean, I've done movies before where, back in the film days when they were using film, where you just did not have time to mess up. You had to
got
know
you.
your lines and you had to get it right. I did this mini
You
series
come from
called,
the cutting room floor days. I hear you. I hear
yeah,
you.
I did this mini series called Tales of the City, and literally almost every scene was shot in one take. We only got
Wow.
a take. And that was BBC and PBS production. They didn't play. So I mean, we would the shots were beautiful. They would follow us. You know, but it was difficult. You could not mess up the words. And
Mm-hmm.
I know today in a lot of movie productions, they'll let you ad lib, they'll let you make it up. It depends on what level you're on. If you're at a certain level, they want what they wrote. They don't want you
Right.
making stuff up. If it's written by some amazing writer, they don't want you coming in with your own stuff. You know, a lot of people make mistakes by trying to ad lib without being asked to.
Right.
Um,
Right.
so
That's a slap in the face to the writer.
it
You
is.
know.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It
So
is.
it depends on what the project is, what level the project is. They want that. They want you to know every word. They don't want a the instead of an a. They want exactly what they wrote.
Right.
So it's, but that's just the memorization part. I mean, a lot of people want to just dial it in. You know, they don't
Mm-hmm.
really dig deep in the characters that they create, and you can tell those those performances because there's no depth to them.
You know what it is?
Hmm.
A lot of actors and actresses now are doing it for the we're gonna use what the kids are saying now, for the clout. You understand? They want the clout, the notoriety, and the money. That's what they're doing it for. So that they don't really love doing this, but they don't want to go to work. You understand? They don't want to go pack bags somewhere. They got a little bit of skill. Like if you notice, most of the things that are coming out now can't compare to work that was made 20 and 30 years ago. The quality of the projects, you know what I mean, are
Well,
much better. You
but
know?
the reason
Yeah.
why is because we have so much programming now. So things that would have never been sneezed at even 10 years ago are getting made today because they need programming. So there's
Right.
lots of garbage out there. I've been in some of that garbage, you know, just because I needed a job. I'm to the point now where I don't do something that I don't really enjoy. If I don't like the script, then I don't do it. Or if they're not going to pay me decently, because that's changed too. It used to, you could actually make a living at this stuff doing independent film. Nowadays, it's like if
Mm-mm.
you make $50
Mm-mm.
a day, you're lucky.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
I'm not doing
Listen,
it.
if I sports bet also on the side. I'm also a pro sports handicapper. That doesn't mean I win all the time, but maybe you're my good luck charm. I won a couple of dollars today and yesterday. You know what I mean? So I
Mhm.
use that to try to supplement my income in between jobs. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, it doesn't pay as much as the people really believe. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You have to really, you have to really be a in-demand star actor to really get paid. You know what I mean? And you have to hope you get that right contract where you can get residuals for the rest of your life and whatnot. You know, and these studios aren't trying to give those type of contracts up every day. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
All they do is use you. You know that's why. Well, I'll let Miss Cynda Williams tell y'all what's your advice to people who want to be actors or actresses or even singers. Do you think it's better for them to go to the major productions or to do it themselves? Like, how do you think they'll come out better financially?
I think it depends on the person. Everybody's different. Everybody has a
Mm-hmm.
different dream, or are good at different things. But it is a different day now than it was when I began this 30 something years ago. Now
Mm-hmm.
you have the potential to put yourself out there, whereas before, you were at the whim of a casting director, at the whim of a director that might not like you because you look like their ex-wife or whatever. you know there's ways to create a career, but the if you want longevity, though, if you want to do this stuff forever, it would behoove you to get some kind of education,
Of
to
course.
learn how to do it. I mean, people
Mm-hmm.
become doctors and lawyers and all this stuff, and they have to get all this education. While actors are like, I can just do that. I can do that. And they do nothing to learn the skills that it takes. And there's different kind of skills. There's different kind of methods. But to just dive in there and say, I'm gonna just do this because I'm naturally good at it. I'm naturally good at giving people therapy, but I'm not gonna go open an office. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna learn those skills because I want to do my very best work for the
absolutely.
people, and that is what I suggest. That there are so many different ways to go to learn now. You don't have to go to a 4-year college like I did. I was a theater major. You don't have to do that anymore. You can go to workshops, you can take classes, you can read books, you can take classes online. There's
Uh-huh.
just so many ways to keep yourself learning and growing
Mm-hmm.
out there now, and affordable ways to do it. I just think that once you decide to do this thing, you got to decide to be serious about it. If you want to last. I did this show. I did Dream
Mm-hmm.
Girls a few years ago at
Oh,
my
okay.
my original theater, the theater that got me started in Indiana. I went back for a friend of mine and did Dina. I played Dina. And I took it very seriously. It's a difficult show. There's a lot of music. It's a lot of singing. So this girl pulled me to the side and she's like, the people don't think you like them. I said, why not? She said, because you don't hang out, you're not in the green room laughing, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, well, thank you for telling me that. So the next day I went in and I was like, I want to, call a little meeting, everybody. Please understand that I'm a professional. And though this is an amateur production, I'm still getting paid. I'm giving you 100% of what I do. And that means work on my thing. I'm not there to play. I'm not there to hang out. I'm here to do a job for you and for the audience that's going to spend their money to come and see this show. So, it's yes, it's fun. There's a potential to have a lot of fun and stuff like that, but let's go out. Let's do that later. Let's do that after the show is over, that, this night. And it's just, getting people to take it seriously and try to be skilled at it.
Listen, sister, I've been on sets where guys was drinking Hennessy in between scenes. And and here we go. Now you're messing up your lines. That's not what you're supposed to say. I already know what you're supposed to say because I studied my lines and yours. That's what I always do. I study the lines I have and the people I'm interacting with in that scene. I make sure I know everyone's line so that you can't jam me up. Because like you said, I'm similar to that. I take it serious no matter how much it's paying. I take it serious. And the reason I do that is because film, especially digital now, is forever. Whatever you put online is forever. I don't want nobody clowning me years later. Oh, he looked like a jackass, and excuse my language, but if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. You know what I mean? I'm not here to play, and I'm not gonna let you make me look like less of what I'm worth or less of who I am. You understand? So I've been around people like that, want to play around on set. I remember I'm not gonna name the actor because he wouldn't want me to say it right now. He's big, but he actually was ready to fist fight with some guys, some extras who kept laughing during his scene. He was doing a dialogue scene, and they just kept laughing and playing around. He was about to really hurt these guys. Like security had to get him. You know what I mean? But that's what it is. Some people just don't take it serious. They just take it as some fast cash. You know what I mean? And that's saturating the industry as a whole. So the people, Cynda, do you agree with me or not on this? Acting, and especially trying to do it for a living, is not easy at all. And a lot of people need to know that before they say, hey, that's what I'm going to try to do for a living. When you got to New York, right? I'm bouncing around. Like I said, this isn't your typical interview. When you got to New York, what was the first role? Actually, before we go there, what was the first speaking role you ever landed? I need to know that.
Speaking role, I would say.
Even if you said, hey, hi, that you got paid for.
Are you talking about in film and television?
That you got paid for.
Period.
We're only counting what you. For? Yeah, we're only counting what you got paid for.
I don't remember. I did a lot of theater, regional theater during college. Okay. So I got paid for that. So as early as my sophomore year, I don't remember what the shows were because it was a long time ago, but I did I constantly, for about 7 years in a row, I went from show to show to show to show, no break. So, but actually getting paid, I started getting paid in regional theater, and I did a commercial or two, that I could land in Indiana. But Mo Better Blues was my first movie that I ever auditioned for, and I got that. And I got an off Broadway play when I first moved to New York. I was in New York about maybe 5-6 months before I got my first off Broadway play. It was my first audition. I got that.
Now, when you say off Broadway, are you talking about New World Stages?
I don't know what
you're not.
I just, it's
New
in
World
New York.
stages. Okay,
It's in New York City, but
got you. It's
it's not
off
on.
Broadway. I get it. I know
Mhm,
what you listen. I get it.
mhm,
I get it. I've done some off Broadway also. I've done that.
mhm.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
You
That's just what they
listen.
called it, so that's what I call it. And
Hmm.
it was a musical, and it was a great cast and a great show. But I had a very, I'm not sure why um I was so fortunate so quickly, because that is typically not how it happens. Now, but I did prepare for many years. I
Right.
literally was in somebody's show. I didn't party. I think I went to one party all of college. One.
Wow.
I did not
Wow.
drink. I did not do drugs. I did not do none of that. I wasn't screwing around. I wasn't playing. I was doing a show. I was either singing with a band, singing in a choir, singing by myself, acting in theater, auditioning for commercials. I never stopped preparing. That they have that whole concept of, to master something, you need to rehearse or practice for 20,000 hours. I easily got my 20,000 hours in there. I was always doing this stuff. So when I made it to New York, I was ready, you know.
Got you. Got
Mhm.
you. So basically, by chance, when you got to New York, you didn't have to deal with the waiting tables and stuff like that.
No,
You just went right
I
to
worked
work.
in a restaurant. I
Oh,
did.
you did. Okay, you did. Okay.
I didn't wait tables, but I was a hostess and a bookkeeper
Got
for
you.
3 restaurants. But I
Got you.
got, as a matter of fact, being a hostess at a restaurant was how I got introduced to the Spike Lee possibility, because all these people knew who I was. I was very open about what I was there for. And
Okay.
people were bringing in articles and saying, you need to audition for Spike Lee's new movie. I didn't know anything about movies, had no intention of doing movies. It was the people coming into the restaurant suggesting I go in for a movie that gave me the wherewithal to even consider it.
Right.
So yeah, so I did that. Um, but I stopped. I didn't have to, after I stopped doing that job, I didn't have another job
Hmm.
until I started substitute teaching when I was raising my daughter. I left Los
Ah,
Angeles. I moved back to the Midwest, and because
right.
I didn't want to raise my daughter in LA. So
Got
I
you.
took her home, and I had to get a job because I wasn't acting anymore at that level. I would get a gig
Got
here
you.
and there, but she was my focus.
Hmm.
So
A
that's
lot
what.
of a lot of people wonder how do entertainers make it in between jobs, because what people don't realize is that when you get paid, you may get dependent, and this is a nice payday. You might get 50,000 or something like that, maybe 100 sometimes, but you have to have a really prominent role in that film, and it has to be a big budget situation. That's not typical. You know what I mean? Especially if you're a new jack. So all
You
of
have
y'all
to
out there, yeah,
you
go
have to be
ahead.
smart. You have to be smart with your money, because you have dry seasons, you have great seasons, you have bad seasons, So
Hmm.
say you do get that job for $50,000. You're not sure when the next one's coming. So you have to be smart about how you budget your money. Because you got
Right.
to live on that if you don't want to go work as a waitress or whatever. You have to, and I would suggest nowadays it's different than when I was doing it full time. You really can find multiple streams of income. It
Hmm.
doesn't make sense to just depend on acting anymore, unless you are a part of that less than 1% that works like that, or you've made so
Right.
much money and you've saved and you've invested, so that you've invested in real estate, say, then you don't have to worry about if I don't work for 2 years or whatever.
Right.
So You know, it's different now than it was because there are so many ways to make money that you don't, that are flexible. That's why I was a substitute teacher, because it was flexible. If I didn't want to work, I didn't have to work. As a matter of fact, when I first started doing it, I got a job that took me away for 3 months, and I was like, am I going to lose
Wow.
this? And they're like, no, you're good. You just sign yourself out for 3 months and then come back when you come back. You know, so there are ways to live. You don't have to be a starving actor.
They have
You can,
Uber. You can drive Uber or Lyft. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
There's
You
all
know,
kind of gig work that you can
yeah.
do.
Yep. But now the new bump in the road is that a lot of jobs want people to have the jab in order to work. So if you're not willing to take the jab, you can't work anyway. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of new obstacles that we're facing in these days. You know what I mean? Period.
Yeah, and
And
and the social media thing, it's a must. I mean, my daughter is finishing up her final semester at
okay.
Academy of Drama and EMDA, Music and Dramatic Arts. So she's
Mm,
decided to do this stuff. And she's like really hesitant to do social media. She's much like I was. I was very shy for a long time. It took me a while to find my voice, and she's very much like me. But I keep
right.
telling her, dude, you got to get these numbers, because it used to be they get a headshot and a resume and you might get an audition. Now they're going to look at your numbers before they look at anything else. They
Of
could care
course.
less about how good you are. They care about how many followers you have. So
Of
that's a
course.
part of it. Now she's fortunate because I have contacts, her father has contacts. There are people that are in this business that love her. So she might be able to get in the door, whereas another person might not. So so you have to, you know, and you have to be smart about what you post. I mean, if you're getting on there ranting and cussing people out, I'm not hiring you, okay?
Right.
Because I don't want that on my set. So if that's
Right.
what you're doing, you're ruining your chances at working. And that's any kind of
Mm-hmm.
job, not just acting. As a
Mm-hmm.
matter of fact, I'm involved with the process of possibly casting for something. And one of the people I was suggesting for one of the roles, they were like, absolutely not. The investors will never go for that, just
Right. Right.
because of the drama that's been in their public life. So
Right.
this woman would be perfect for this role, but I have to go looking somewhere else because of the drama that follows her.
Right. Right.
So you have to be thoughtful about all those things now.
Hey, you're absolutely right. Listen, this sister is dropping jewels on y'all. For those of y'all who are here to witness it, you're lucky. For those who are going to watch this later, take notes. I'm telling you, she's telling y'all what it is. Normally, a person of her status wouldn't even do this. You got a good heart, sweetheart. You got a good heart. I could tell it's coming from here.
Oh, thank you. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, for me, it's a way to give back to people,
Mm-hmm.
and there's not entertainment can be a very selfish
It is.
lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's all
It
about me.
is.
It's all about me. It's I want this, I want that, and it's not a lot of service involved in it unless you do things like this, unless you give back somehow. Uh,
Right.
share the wisdom that you've acquired. A lot of folks will, give to charities. I know there's some people that privately really support different groups with that's their way of serving. There's all different kinds of ways, but I
Right.
think it's invaluable to actually talk to people about
Mm-hmm.
this stuff so they can at least have a clue. Because when I came in, I didn't know nothing. Okay, I
Right.
learned a lot of lessons the hard way.
Right.
I wish I had a me telling me something, you
I
know.
got you. I hear you. You know
So
what, sis?
mm,
Like before we get off the social media thing, a lot of people with big platforms bash the entertainment industry. They think everybody's with the Illuminati and everybody's a devil worshiper just because they're successful. I know that's not true. You
mhm.
know, there are some that are like that, but there are people in all facets of life that worship good or evil. That doesn't mean that you can't make it and you can't be a decent person working in entertainment, you know. And I get tired of hearing people say the same thing over and over with big platforms because they're brainwashing these people to believe something that's false. You got good and bad in everything. You know what I mean? There's good and bad everywhere. You know what I mean? I just read a few months ago a policeman was raping another female police officer at a Yankee Stadium. It was in the news. They're supposed to be the good guys, right? So, like I said, it's good and bad everywhere. You know what I mean? But people often equate, oh, because you're successful, you made a deal with the devil. You know, oh, you can't be rich and famous without making a deal with the devil. And that's false. That's not true. You know what I mean?
No, it's definitely not true. But I will say this about that. They make it hard for you not to participate. They make it hard for you not to participate in that darkness, but you don't have to. They'll accept a no. They may not make it easy for you. I mean, I was approached about this stuff, and I was ignorant, honestly. I didn't even really understand what was happening until later. But they were telling me they was going to give me everything. They're going to give me money. They're going to give me fame. I'm going to be the #1 star. All I had to do was exactly what they told me to do. I had to do the movies they say, do the projects they say, dress the way they say, act the way they say, do this, that, and the other. And, you know, they didn't want me to do independent film. And I was like, oh, no. I want to work with you, please. I want to work with you, but I don't want you telling me how to live my life. And they were like, are you sure about that? I was like, I'm absolutely sure about that. So I go, okay, peace. Cool. And I never heard from them again.
You cut the corner. The corner. Pew.
Things were difficult. I'm not going to lie. But I'm here 60-something projects later. They may not all be, you know, on the level of a Caught Up or whatever, but I've worked. I made a living for a long time.
Caught Up ain't even your biggest joint. That's my favorite.
Right.
That's my favorite. You know why? At Clifton Powell, he left a mark on me in that film also. Bokeem did his thing too. Salute to both of those brothers. Salute to everybody in that project. If y'all have a chance, it's online or you can buy it. I'd suggest you buy it. Support the filmmaker by purchasing the product. But Caught Up is a great film, y'all. Check it out. Trust me on that. She wouldn't be here right now in front of me if it wasn't for Caught Up. I'm just telling y'all the truth. You know what I mean? I'm somebody. I know I'm somebody. The rest of the world just don't know it yet. You understand? Give me a little bit of time because I'm not going to quit. You understand? I'm not going to quit, and I'm not going to change. I'm going to always be the same person. Because I've had money. I haven't had millions of dollars, but I've had big money where I felt like I was rich, where I had an income and I had a nice amount of money where I could go do whatever I wanted, pretty much within reason, you know. So I get it. To those of you out there who got millions of dollars, you can't take it with you. You might as well come back down to earth, relax, live your life, because after this, you might have hell to pay. The devil don't love nobody. that I don't want to end up with him. Sister, not for nothing, being that you said they approached you, I believe he approached me a few years ago. I'll tell you that story in the DM one day, because like I said, social media, this is here forever. I'll give you that story off this eventually. You know what I mean? But both are real, people. Both are real. Both entities are real. Good and evil really exist. And when we leave from here, you hope you go to the right place. You know what I mean? That's all I can say. Hopefully you've made amends with the bad you've done, because we all do dirt. None of us, even if you think negative, that's wrong in the eyes of the beholder. You know what I mean? In the eyes of God. So I'm gonna let the people in the chat ask you some things also. You know, I just wanted to talk about One False Move. That's a film you were in with Billy Bob Thornton, Bill Paxton, and my guy Michael Beach. I actually met Michael Beach a couple times. Good down to earth brother, you know.
Hmm.
There's not many, but he's one. You know, a down to earth type cat. You know what I mean? And what was that like? Did you enjoy that? What was that like?
It
Working
was
with those
it
guys.
wasn't a it was not an easy project, just because of the nature of the film, what it was about. And we had
Right.
a lot of method acting on
A
that
lot of
one.
killing, y'all. A lot of killing, a lot of murder in that.
Yeah, it was for the time that we did it, it was very different, very gritty, very
Hmm.
violent, and very realistic. And it was actually based on a real story that they had gotten the story. They got the story from a newspaper article. It was real people that did this, and they were actually on trial at the time. They did not die in the movie like they did in the movie. They were actually on trial.
Wow.
So that's why it rings so true, because it was so true. And from what I understand, I looked a whole lot like the characters. So I met a few people that were freaked out by my presence in LA because they say I looked so much like her.
Right.
Um, but it was a difficult project to do because it's just the nature of it. There was a lot of tension, and it was a great experience. I learned so much from everybody involved. Carl Franklin is a phenomenal director,
Director,
and
right.
he
Hmm.
taught me a lot. Billy Bob Thornton, great actor, writer. Bill Michael Beach, amazing. Bill Paxton, so fun and really good at what he did. Earl
Right.
Billings, it was a Metzler. It was a great group of people. But it wasn't a happy-go-lucky kind of fun thing, because it wasn't a fun movie. As a matter of fact,
Gotcha.
the stuff that we shot in Arkansas, it was supposed to be summer in the movie, but it was actually fall. So I got very sick because I'm walking around in this little tank dress,
Hmm.
freezing my tail off, trying to pretend like it's 90 degrees when it's more like 50.
Right.
Um, but it is a classic film. I think it's probably the best movie I've ever done,
I'm
and
gonna
that
check it out later on this week. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I've seen it many years ago. I'm gonna watch it again. I
yeah.
am. I am.
I've been blessed to do some great projects, but when it comes to at least my work, I feel like that represents me best, as an
Right.
actress. Mhm.
I was in a film called I was in a film with Karima Holloway. She was in The Dirty Game, a film
Mhm.
that you were a part of. And I'm not gonna mention the film because I was never paid, brother. You never gave me my money. We had a contract, but that's it's not worth the amount of money isn't worth me paying a lawyer and all that. It'll
Right.
cost me more to sue him for it. You understand what I'm saying? Because the film
Mhm.
wasn't even it didn't even go anywhere. You know, straight to DVD. It didn't do that big in sales. So you win some, you lose some, but you got to just make sure you don't deal with crooked people. It's hard to weed them out sometimes because the producers are great actors also. You know,
Yeah.
they come off all nice until after you give them what they want, and then when it comes to the money, oh listen, the check's in the mail. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've been there. I have been underpaid and not paid. Well, I've always been paid, but I've been half my money. Like I didn't get half of it, stuff like that.
First of all, you listen, Hollywood showbiz Sid should be up there with Halle Berry and all the other top notch sisters. And Halle, I got nothing against you. I love your work also, Queen. But you're supposed to be up there with all of them right now because you're talented, you're beautiful. Look at her, she's still beautiful after all these years. That's the crazy part. Good black don't crack. No insult to your mom, I know you have, but it's a fact. You know what I
You
mean?
know what's
And
funny is when my mother
yeah,
passed away, she didn't have a single wrinkle. My
may she
mother's
rest in
my
peace.
mother's hair didn't turn gray till the last year of her life. So this
Wow.
is this is a mixture
God
of
bless
good
her
genes.
soul. Yeah. You might have some Indian in your family too. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. You never. I got good hair. This is natural. I mean, I just brush it. You know, I just brush it. You know,
Mhm.
but I got that good skin, no makeup. But let me stop. Anyway, all right. So let's talk about let's no, you're not gonna get off that easy. Now I like Bill. I love Billy Bob Thornton. I love his work. Before he got an Oscar, I already messed with him. Like, it's not too many actors that I say I like, but he's one of them that I like a lot. I love his work. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
How did you guys end up getting married? Because a lot of people don't know you and Billy Bob Thornton were married.
Yeah. Well, let's just
Billy,
say,
you lucky dog, you
uh,
messed up, brother. You should have kept her. But anyway, go. Or you should have stayed with him. He should have begged to keep you. But
yeah,
anyway, go ahead. Tell
no,
us the story. Tell us the
we
story.
we I will say this. We came together under duress. Let's just say that. He was going through some things, and I happen to be pretty good at helping people when they're going through some things. So I think he depended upon me as a friend, and that's where it kind of should have ended.
Got you.
Um, I'm not going to get too deep in there, but
Right, I got you.
we
Save it
were
for the
good
book.
friends. We
Save it
were
for the
good
book.
friends and got married, and we shouldn't have, because it wasn't really the other thing. And I remember him saying when we went our separate ways, he's like, "You're the best wife I ever had," because I didn't take his money. Matter of fact, I took care of his tail. It's so funny. People say, somebody told me that they said that I got with Billy so he could help my career. I'm like, no, it was quite the opposite, honey.
he
Um,
wasn't he wasn't an Oscar winner yet, so
he
they should
wasn't
stop
he
it.
wasn't much of anything. He was a super talented man
Right.
with no platform yet. And I had a little bit of that, and I was able to help him in many ways. And that's how I got to LA. I came out here with him. But no, I didn't get with him because of what he could do for me, because at the time he couldn't
I
and
know
never
you
did.
didn't.
Hmm.
I know you didn't. I know you didn't. You got your own talent. You know, the only reason you're not actually everyone I believe, like especially if you're free, is where you're supposed to be. I believe it's going to be some great things coming your way real soon. And you know why? Because you got a good heart. You know what I mean? People, this woman worked side by side with Denzel, Billy Bob Thornton, and a whole bunch of other rich and famous entertainers. And she had prominent roles in these films. And she's on here with me, Graham Fishburne, man. Little old big Graham Fishburne, man. My platform is small. Showbiz Sid, I'm in debt to you for a very long time. If I pop
Hmm.
off, all you got to do is call me. You got the number. My number is going to be the same for a very long time. You
Ah,
understand? And y'all heard me tell her that just now, so it's in the books now. I don't do people like this. You know what I mean? And a lot of people is going to start hitting you up. Holler at me in the DM or hit me on my phone. Just ask me, all right, you know this person from social media, and I'll tell you do it or not do it, and make sure they talking about a nice amount of change for you, because what she's giving y'all $2 million worth of game right now for free. Okay, okay. So salute to you, Queen. Salute to you. I'm serious.
thank
Salute to
you.
you, man. Straight up, man. You know, I'm just getting started. Sid, I definitely appreciate you. Cynda Williams, y'all. Salute.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Ah!
And salute to everybody in the chat. That was for y'all too, man. Word up. You know, they don't get no realer than her. I know a few. I know a few. Ice T is another real one. Salute to him. Michael Beach is real. Is some real ones in the game, but not many. You know, not many. You know, not many. All right, so let's jump to Mo Better Blues. Cause yeah, if y'all didn't know, Miss Cynda Williams, aka Showbiz Sin, she played Clark Bentoncourt. Yeah, that's it. Bentoncourt. Clark Bentoncourt in the movie Mo Better Blues. She was one of Denzel Washington's girlfriends,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
one of his
Yeah,
lovers, and
yeah,
his
that's
character's name was Bleak.
right.
Right,
Right.
his character's name was Bleak. What was that like? I can't ask you what was it like working with Denzel because he's a method actor, but what was it like for Clark Bentoncourt to work with Bleak, the jazz musician, the trumpet player? What was that like?
Well, I'm not a method actor. I'm pretty
Okay.
much real me. When they
Mm-hmm.
call cut, I cut. I'm back to me. So I didn't really spend a whole lot of time getting to know him outside of actually doing the part. And it was that way for everyone because the whole movie was pretty much about the men. I mean, the Joie Lee and I, and the girl that played the French girl, we all kind of like just were in for our parts and that's it. So I
Got you.
didn't really get to know Denzel at all. I didn't get to know many of them beyond what we shot because it was a big production and they didn't have time to be, hanging out with this little youngster that I was. So I
Right.
just did a lot of observation. I watched people. I would come to set when I wasn't working and watch what they were doing because I really knew nothing about filmmaking. It was my first movie. I didn't train for film. I trained for the stage. So it was just a great big, wonderful learning experience. And I loved watching these guys work. But I didn't get to know Denzel. As a matter of fact, only a few years ago did I meet the man.
Okay.
I did a show in LA, a play, and he came to see me, and he was very supportive and very, very funny and cool and down to earth. I was like, "Oh, there you are. How you doing? Nice to meet you, guy." Because I didn't know him. So I really enjoyed how he was a very nice to me, very nice person, very down to earth and fun. And I enjoyed him. Um,
Okay.
but
I could
the
believe
film
that.
was, yeah,
What
yeah, it
did I
was
tell
strictly a
you?
learning. Hmm.
What did I tell you? Me and him have the same birthday. I'm gonna show
Hmm.
you in the DM my ID. You're gonna be like, wow, this guy's not BSing me.
Hmm.
The young kids say no cap, no cap. We share the same birthday, so I can believe that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
If whenever you do meet him again, say, you know what, I know a guy that has the same exact birthday as you, and he's an up and coming actor, and he says what's up to you. He said, tell you what's up, Capricorn. He sends some Capricorn love your way, man. Just tell him that. You know what I mean? You'll remember it. You got a
Hmm.
memory like an elephant. But let
Yeah.
me ask you this,
Mhm.
and then I'll let the people in the audience, if they want to ask you something, they can. You guys can. When you're not working, what do you enjoy doing in your downtime? Do you have any hobbies or pets?
Well, I had pets. I don't have any pets right now. I'm kind of nomadic right now. I've been moving around. I
Gotcha.
thought, came back out to California to support my daughter in school here.
Okay.
But I do a lot of things. I'm a writer also, and I write for a living. That's how I make my money. I write screenplays for other people. I
My
write my
mom,
own.
my mom has a script that's finished. It's a phenomenal script. But like
Mhm.
I told you, we've been playing around in the game. You know who knows about the script, but he won't do anything with it. I'm gonna get it to you. I'll email it to you, and you take a look at it because uh, what the story is based on, 50 Cent is actually dealing with this type of like language and slang. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with the Five Percenters from like in the 80s out
Mhm.
in New
Mhm.
York. Peace God and, Peace to the Gods and Earths and all that. It's that type of film. And I really believe 50 Cent would pick it up, or someone, maybe RZA or someone would pick it up, but got to get it to him. You understand? It's
Yeah.
already it's a copywritten, finished script. It's finished. It's complete. It's just sitting there collecting dust, and it's plenty of money to be made right now off this thing. So
Mhm.
God works in mysterious ways. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna
Mhm.
definitely let you get your hands on that, and you take a look at it when you have some time. And if you think it's any good, just pass it along. And shout out to Gigi Fishburne. That's my mom. You know, salute to her. She's a writer also. You know, yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
anybody in the audience have any questions for Miss Cynda Williams? You know, you can see the chat, right, Cyn?
Okay, I see something when something pops up.
Okay, it's all right. Let me read. If anyone has any questions, you can post your questions now, and I'll relay them to Cynda, and she'll answer them. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy, but in the meantime, let's get back to these method actors. Okay, so you remember the movie Jungle Fever?
I was in it. Yes.
Yes, right. You were in it.
No,
Wow. I didn't
I was
set you up for that one. I didn't
I
set
was
you up for
I
that.
was I was never seen. They cut all my parts out because Spike was mad at me. So he
It's
cut me out of the movie, but yes, I was in it. So yes. And all the dialogue from for the female, especially Lynette McKee's part, were all directly from my mouth. He quote unquote what's it called? Recorded or wanted to talk to me about being mulatto, wanted to talk to me about dating white men, and then he took my exact words and gave them to the character. So yes, I know Jungle Fever quite well.
Spike, you dirty dog, you.
Mhm.
You dirty dog. Okay, so I got a question from the chat. Misunderstood, salute to Misunderstood. She said, how do you prepare for an audition?
Well, again, times are different. In the back in the day, it used to be you were gonna go in front of, depending on where you are, you go in front of the casting director, you go, you know, because I got Mo Better Blues so quickly, I kind of always jumped past the casting director part and went right to directors. You just uh, memorize and get the stuff down as best you can. But a lot of people don't understand that the audition begins before you start saying your lines. As soon as you walk in the door, you need to come into the room with the energy that you believe the character is. You can't come in as yourself. Me, I'm very laid back. I'm a real chill person, right? And real down to earth. But if the character I'm playing is really high strung and it's got a lot of energy, I need to come in as that Cynda, not as the laid back chill Cynda. I got to come in with the energy because they don't have a whole lot of vision. And they think if you're not the character, then you probably can't play the character. Now, that was back in the day when we used to audition in front of people. Nowadays, everything is online. You have to
Mhm.
film yourself. You have to set, you have to have equipment. You have to have a reader. You have to have all this stuff. So it's a very different world. So you don't have the energy of the person in the room with you anymore. If you're lucky, you'll have someone that's an actual actor that can read with you. Most of the time, people don't have that. So it's a different world. You have to prepare in a different way. Um, Again, get to know the material as best you can, but you're not getting any direction anymore. So you just have to do the best you can. You've got to, if you're fortunate enough to get the script, really study the character, what people say about the character, what you say about yourself, and create this background for who you are, because that'll come in the in-betweens when it comes to your tone. But if you don't have that and you just have the sides, then you just got to figure it out and do your best and hope that what it is you're doing is in line with what they're trying to find for the character. It is not easy today. It used to be you could have a second shot at something, you could try it a different way. Now you don't have that option. You just got to put yourself on tape, send it in, and pray that someone vibes with what you did.
Yeah, you gotta hope that that person who's always hated you that you met in passing don't just F this B. You people are grime. Listen, in this game, am I lying? People are wicked. Is you got it's like it's not even half and half. It's like 70-30. You got 70 wicked, 30% righteous. I'm telling you. And the only reason that the wicked allow the righteous to exist within the game is because it's not enough it's not enough wicked talent out there for them to just keep only the wicked working. That's how the righteous still are able to work, but it's much harder. And you definitely want to avoid the casting couch, because the casting couch is something that's very real, and it's not just men doing it to women and doing it to men. You also have female casting directors who play that casting couch mess also. I've been through that. You know what I mean? The woman, you know what? This is I don't I'm trying to be a better person. Just I slept with this woman and I didn't get anything out of it except for some sexual gratification, you know. So I'm just being honest, you know. This was many years ago when I was about 20, you know, 21. I'm 40 now, you know. So,
Yeah,
you
the
know,
casting couch is real.
hmm
And sometimes there are people who like sex, and so okay, fine, I'll sleep with you for whatever, because they just, you know, they're not they don't have issues about that, you know. For me, I've always been, you know, if my talent and my ability and my personality can't get me the job, I guess the job's not meant for me. And so I haven't worked as much as a lot of people. I'm not saying that that's what they're doing. I don't know what anybody's doing. I ain't in nobody's head, you know, whatever. But I know my experience has been, I have not worked, and I've been told very consciously, you aren't a freak, so I'm not interested in you. I don't care how good you are, you know.
yeah,
So that's
yeah.
just the way it is. And you just,
And
they're
it's
trying to
sad.
change it. They're trying, but
You know what? That I'm not gonna say the title of the movement, but that movement, the me whatever movement that came and went, they're still up to their same old shenanigans. You know what I mean? They're still up to the same old shenanigans. You can't change the leopard spots. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. You cannot change the leopard spots. They're just being more discreet with it right now. And to the people that misbehave, they're throwing to the ones that misbehave, they're throwing them under the bus now. Like, you know what? Oh, really? Oh, you have a change of heart? You don't want to get down like this anymore? Okay, let's throw them into the hellfire, so to speak. Let's put them in prison. Can I ask you a question? You don't have to answer this if you don't want to. What's your views on the Jello pudding man, Dr.
well,
Bill Cosby? What's your
well,
views about what he went through?
well, what I will say is this: I know him. I spent a lot of time with him. I had dinner in his home many times, and I had nothing but respect. So I heard other things from other people, though. I heard
Got you.
from some other ladies that would also be present, different things. I was fortunate, but I learned my lesson very early in the business when it came to dealing with people in power. I always made sure that I had someone with me whenever I was going to a meeting or, you know,
Right.
quote unquote, a special event. I would always make sure I had a male friend with me or partner with me that would protect me from that stuff. You know,
Got you.
at one time I got, this man said he wanted to be my manager and he wanted to do this with music and blah, 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 to come to his office. So I showed up with my friend, and it's the man's apartment. You know what I mean? He had no intention of,
Right.
I don't know what his intention was. And then he sat down at the piano,
He
couldn't even
had
play
cruel
the damn.
intentions. He had cruel intentions.
Yeah, he wasn't, he was full of crap. But because I came there prepared, I came with someone, you
Hmm.
know, that just threw his game plan out the window. So
Right.
it's especially young people, young female or men, I would say always have someone with you, because if you're alone, you're putting yourself in a position to be taken advantage of and hurt. Um, and What might
Definitely.
happen is you bring somebody and you might not get the gig, but you don't want that gig anyway.
And never take any water or any beverages from these guys. Just wait till you leave or bring your own. You know what I mean? That's just
Yeah,
some free
nothing
advice.
uncovered.
Right.
It makes sense to meet people at a public place
Hmm.
and see them unscrew the cap. It's
Yep.
ridiculous that you have to be this way, but you unfortunately do.
You really listen. It's crazy. People are selling organs and all this. Like a lot of black men and women are disappearing, and allegedly it's because they're being harvested for their organs. You know, that's supposedly a big thing now. You know, the world is crazy. You got to be careful. Protect yourself at all times, y'all. Protect yourself at all times. You know, that's a definite right there. You know, so I see you have a podcast. Uh, you podcasted now. What's the podcast called? Pink Panties Confessions podcast. Am I correct? Pink Panties Confessions.
I had to change the title. I wrote a book
Don't
called
be
Pink Penny.
bashful. If that's the name, that's the name.
No, it's not anymore. That's what I'm saying. I had a book.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I had a book called Pink Panty Confessions, and this was a part of the brand. When I
Gotcha.
started podcasting during COVID, it's a self-help platform. It's a self-help platform, and a lot of people didn't understand the whole pink panties as a drink. It was kind of like the whole play on my friends and I would get together, have pink panties, and talk.
Okay.
But there are a lot of
Get your
fellas
minds
out
out the
there.
gutter. See, it wasn't even about that, you guys. There you go.
Exactly. There's a lot of
Hmm.
fellas and ladies who assume something different. And so some people would be disappointed when they would come onto the podcast because it wasn't about sex. And some people wouldn't even go because they thought it was about sex. So I changed it to PPC.
Okay.
Just made an acronym, and so it's a self-help platform. It's really cool because I can talk to any and everybody, because any and everybody can help somebody else in their journey. So I have, like, today I had a comedian. Last week I had a filmmaker from Kenya. I have authors. I have uh, all kind of folks that do different things from different walks,
Right.
and I just let
You're
them talk.
providing a platform for people who might not get noticed. I got you.
Exactly,
I got
exactly.
you.
And every once in a while, I have a quote unquote person that's got a bigger name, like, Peter Guns came on once or whatever,
Okay.
But for the most part, it's people that are out here grinding, trying to get theirs in, and it's a way for them to share their story with
Right.
an audience. So I do the podcast first, which drops
Okay.
on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, stuff like that, on Fridays, and then the following Wednesday I have that same guest on my radio show
Hey,
with
sister,
yeah.
pause for the cause. I got you covered. You know I
All
got
right.
you
Check out Miss
covered.
Williams weekly on the PPC podcast on streaming networks such as Anchor, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, etc., and the PPC radio show Wednesdays from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern on the grownfolksradio.com, Facebook, and YouTube Live. You can follow Miss Cynda Williams on a few social media platforms such as Instagram at CyndaWill, or on Facebook at Cynda Williams, or even on TikTok at Cynda Williams 615. For business inquiries, she can be reached at ppcselfheal@gmail.com.
Now, didn't I tell you I had you covered? Salute this.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Ah!
Let's go. And you know what, Cinderwell? I
Hmm.
try not to cuss, but to those who don't support what we're doing right now and don't want to see us win, this is what I feel about it.
Well, fuck you.
Absolutely. Rest in peace to Miss LaWanda Page. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about that. We got to start spreading some love, We got to start spread blacks and Hispanics people in general have been hating on each other for too long. You know what I mean? And I can prove that right now that you know how blacks hate on blacks? Whites hate on whites also. Check this out.
It seems that disrespect is the new respect in 2022 moving forward. A dude decides to eat meat in front of an animal rights protester. Check it out. Hey, you heard it from the white woman. She said he got a small wee-wee. Her words, not mine. I just didn't want to say the curse word, but y'all get my meaning. Wow. Disrespect is the new respect, I guess. Y'all talk to me in the comments section. He eats what looks like a shish kebab right in front of these animal rights protesters. So disrespectful. But check it out. Notice the complexions of the people in the video. We all the same. Black get at black, whites get at whites. Ain't no difference. We gotta end this racism BS because it ain't no difference. We all be fucking up at times. Talk to me in the comments section.
I'm telling you, like, it's crazy. So we're all the same. Blacks, whites, Hispanics, blue, brown, whatever. We all do it to each other. We all got that. It's in human DNA. We gotta shake that thing because we're not gonna make any progress like that. You know, we're not. Cynda Williams, you know what I tell my viewers? I'm like, why is the government so worried about going to space? They haven't even mastered being able to fix a person's nose. You know, when people get plastic surgery, they can't fix something as small as a nose to make it look natural, but you want to go out of space and look for aliens. And you see how far we have to go before we can do that? You get it? Why can't they make something so small, a little old nose look normal once they start fooling with it? You know why? Because God didn't give man everything that God is capable of. You understand? That's why. If God did that, man wouldn't need God, and man is already trying to act like they don't need God. Half the people don't believe in God. You understand? So there that go. You know what I mean? But let me another man had something to say about the people, about you know, you represent both sides. Check this out.
I call this clip "The Truth Shall Set You Free."
I discovered the truth about the black race. Unfortunately, to all of us less woke white folks, the black man, he is superior. The woke Wakandans showed me all their proof. I don't know what to do. Black people really were the Romans. Black people really were the Vikings. I don't know what to say. Black people really were the Egyptians and the English and the French. That's why our women can't get enough BBC. My white skin means I am the devil. I realize this sitting and thinking. Subconsciously, all I think about is oppressing black people. I have dreams about taking a sailboat out to Africa and buying a couple black folks for a few beads and a coat, and I fantasize about putting chains on dark ebony skin. That's what I dream about all the time. And you know what? I think there's something to that Yakub theory. We definitely are. I think we were bred and programmed just to enslave black folks by the evil Yakub. The melanin in your skin. Every cell of melanin in your skin is like a little brain. It doesn't matter. You know what? It doesn't matter the size of the brain of a black person. The melanin in your skin adds to that brain power. The ancient Egyptians knew that. That's why they called their land Kemet. The ancient Egyptians knew that every cell of melanin, of pure black melanin in your body, it's like a little tiny brain. You know those little quantum computers that they're coming up with that are supposed to be microscopic? Yeah, that's what melanin is. Every single cell of melanin is like a little biological quantum computer in your body. It just adds to your brain power. It makes you way smarter. All my Wakandan brothers and sisters out there, I am your humble servant, and I live to serve the black man. You really was the real Egyptians, dogs. Peace, brothers and sisters, and stay woke, Master Darky. I don't know how to show reverence to you darkies. I'm just a cave beast. Please forgive me. Signing off.
Okay, now it's obvious after watching this clip, this fool, and yes, you are a fool, because you're speaking the truth, but you don't think you're speaking the truth. That's the sad part about it. He calls himself being sarcastic and witty. It's nothing witty about you, my man. Y'all talk to me in the comment section.
Well, we all know, any of us that know what's going on, we know racism is still alive and well. That guy, you see, Cynda, this guy tried to play black people like we wouldn't realize he was being sarcastic. You get what I'm saying? Because he started off, oh yeah, but he couldn't help but laugh. You know what I mean? He couldn't hold it in. Oh man, but you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, color doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? It's just people are just out there. But what I'm gonna do, sister, is this. I'm gonna first say I'd like to thank you for gracing my show with your presence. You know, I appreciate you, because I'm getting ready to get into some shenanigans now, and I respect you, so I don't want to show certain things. Like, it's nothing that YouTube won't allow me to do, but it's up to you if you want to hang out. Because I don't know, we just met. I don't know what you know what I mean.
Yeah. I actually do have to go. I am not going to be able to hang out, but I really appreciate you letting me come and spend time on your platform, and I really appreciate you, man.
Listen, I'd like to say thank you for gracing the audience with your presence. I really enjoyed this. I had a great time. You know what I mean? And hopefully we can do it again sometime in the near future. You know what I mean? Don't never change that good heart of yours. And let the people know how they can get in contact with you. Let me let the people know how they can get in contact with you before you leave. Once again, and you be well, sis.
Check out Miss
Thank you.
Williams weekly on the PPC podcast on streaming networks such as Anchor, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, etc., and the PPC radio show Wednesdays from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern on the grownfolksradio.com, Facebook, and YouTube Live. You can follow Miss Cynda Williams on a few social media platforms such as Instagram at CyndaWill, or on Facebook at Cynda Williams, or even on TikTok at Cynda Williams 615. For business inquiries, she can be reached at ppcselfheal@gmail.com.
You guys can play this live back later, and if you want to get in contact with Miss Cynda Williams, you can. You know, just show her respect. Don't come at her on no nonsense, because she could call me. You dig? Straight up. Straight
Thank
up.
you. Thank you
Straight up.
so much, man.
It's all
Appreciate
love,
you.
sister. It's all love. I'm gonna stay in contact with you. You know, I'm gonna stay in contact with you, and I'm gonna definitely get that script to you. You know, I got the email. I'm gonna email it to you.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
All right.
God
Thank you for
bless you
coming out,
all.
Queen. Come on.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. All right. Cynda Williams, y'all. Cynda Williams. For a second, because I got some videos I want to check out. I want to get your feedback on them. Yeah, y'all. Listen, Graham Fishburne is living proof, man. You be a good dude, you treat people right, good things happen for you, man. That queen that was just on this show for over an hour with your guy, she didn't have to do that for me. She was married to Billy Bob Thornton. She was married to another director. She's worked side by side with Denzel Washington and any other major superstar you can think of she knows or has worked with. Salute to Miss Cynda Williams, y'all. Straight up, man. Salute to her and salute to everybody who pulled up for the live.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Ah!
James Brown, pull up. I put the link for Misunderstood. She must not want to pull up. It's all good. No love lost, Misunderstood. Yo, pull up, James Brown. The link is in the comment section. I think. Is it? Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, it's in there. Let me do it again. Oh, there you go. Yo, James Brown, pull up, man. Misunderstood. If you're still in the building, pull up. In the meantime, let me play some more videos, because by next week these joints is gonna be old. See, I got all the content everybody else has. Only difference is I'm not gonna tell you how I'm gonna kill you and when I'm gonna kill you and all that. If it's on, it's on, man. Real recognize real, man. These fake ass niggas be having lives lit for like hours with mad people talking about, oh, I'm gonna do this to you, I'm gonna do. You ain't gonna do shit, man. If you was, you wouldn't talk about it. Straight up. If you was, you wouldn't talk about it.
In this next clip, a preschool art teacher in the small town of Pennsauken Township,
I'm gonna just run through these
Jersey,
videos.
calls herself Toy
All
Box
good,
Dolls
misunderstood. I'm
on
gonna just
social
run through
media,
these videos.
faces heat from parents who want her fired based on her appearance. Check it out.
¿Qué ganas tú posteando babosadas todo el día? Pues lo mismo que se gana usted criticándolas, no más que yo soy más feliz.
Though I speak very little Espanol, I'll try to translate that for y'all. They hating on me. I don't know why. They hating on me. I don't know. These chicks are mad at me. These dudes are mad at me. Everybody's mad at me. Talk to me in the comments section.
Having money doesn't make you rich. Having money makes you poor. If you keep your savings in money, then that money gets eaten away by inflation, which is why the rich do not have money. They have debt and they have assets, and they use that debt to buy more assets, and then they leverage those assets to borrow more money, and then they use that money to buy more assets. This constant lending puts more money into circulation, which causes more inflation, which eats away at the value of the money supply and also in turn raises the value of their assets. Inflation is literally a tool built into the economy to facilitate the rich stealing from the poor.
That sounds about right. If that went over your head, play this live back again later. Talk to me in the comments section. To you talented people out there pursuing your dreams who keep running into those unfortunate roadblocks, here's an inspiring message from Showbiz Sin. Check it out.
Hey everybody, Showbiz Sin here. I hope you are well this week. I just want to share a little story about being enough. In the beginning of my career, a long time ago, I was told quite often that I wasn't white enough, I wasn't black enough, I wasn't enough, especially where I lived. In the Midwest, they couldn't place me, like for commercials or anything like that. That did something to me. I was like, why am I not enough, right? What's wrong with me? So then I moved out to New York City, and I found my way. As you guys know. But the issue was, there still were times when I wasn't enough. I wasn't big enough. I wasn't small enough. I wasn't black enough. I wasn't white enough. I wasn't enough. But you know what? You always find your way, because you are enough. Whoever you are enough. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Love you.
In this clip, Instagram model Brittany Renner gets a little emotional. Check it out.
I know I need to do this video. I don't want to. Forgiveness has been a really big theme in my life. I'm gonna get through this video, but never understood when people said you forgive for you. There are a lot of people that I never even began to remotely forgive in my heart. Like breaking to Brittany in private, still holding on to resentment. What was so hard about forgiveness for me was, it seems like everybody just moves on with their life. And then here you are, emotionally, you felt like you just did 2 tours in Afghanistan. Arm blown off, forever changed by the events that happened to you. There's an acceptance part too, where there are some apologies you'll just never get. And you have to validate yourself. I choose forgiveness because I don't want to keep looping in the same story. Because that same story, like the stories that we tell ourselves about our lives, are the same stories that keep us captive. The things that happen to us shape us, without a doubt. But they don't define us. Your wounds, your war wounds, it just means you showed up and you fought. And that's something to be proud of.
Okay, so in Gidgets and Gadgets, they've now created a designer purse that turns into a firearm. Check it out. Viewer discretion is advised.
What makes an original? We walk to the beat of our own drum. We aren't afraid to do things our own way. Call us trendsetters.
That's crazy. They done turned a Chanel bag into a pistol. Wow. That's crazy. What will they think of next?
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. They made a Chanel Uzi. Yo, why would they make a Chanel Uzi, man? These chicks out here crazy enough, man.
I don't know
You
where they
heard?
came up with that shit. That shit is ridiculous.
Yo, you know what I mean? Misunderstood? A Chanel Uzi for y'all. Niggas like, yo, ma, yo, what up? Now when y'all diss us,
You're
yo,
ready
F
now.
you, oh, word? Like,
wow.
Come on, man. Yeah. What will they think of next, man? What's happening, champ? What's the word?
Nothing much, man. That was a big interview, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Thank you, brother.
I thought she disappeared off the planet, man. I've seen her in Caught Up, and then I seen her in like she was in that Dorothy Dandridge movie, and then I thought she disappeared off the planet, God. That's why when you said it, I was like, that name sound familiar. Then I'm like, the Caught Up. I'm like, nah, my man got the girl from Caught Up on here.
The queen, brother.
The queen.
We're gonna be
queen.
We're gonna be respectful to her. That sister deserves that. You know what I mean?
That was crazy. I was like, wow. I was in awe. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. I got some things I'm working on right now. You know what I mean? The guys back in the gym and all that. I got to drop weight. I got a part that I got cast for. I'm not gonna quit. If I pop, people like her. It's a handful of people that they got like a forever good card with me, man. You know how I am, son.
Yeah.
You good in my book until you violate. That's all.
The fact.
Anybody who don't like me is because they violated me in some type of way, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? They tried to play me, and now it is what it is, man. You fucked up a ace in a hole, man.
Word.
Be fucking with me, I'm an ace in a hole. Like, you never know what I could do to help you, man.
That's a fact.
You never know who I know. Come on.
That's why I tell everybody in this world, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Like, it's nothing nobody else could really say to me now and you got to be able to pull Oscar winners out your ass.
Word.
She didn't win an Oscar, but her counterparts won Oscars, and
That's
not just one. A few of them that she's been like this with won Oscars. Even director Spike Lee, like, come on.
I didn't even know she was married to Billy Bob.
Yeah, like, Billy Bob Thornton, Bad Santa. Remember when he was tearing the BBW up in the dressing room?
Yo, I was just watching. You know they made a new one. I was just watching it the other night.
What he said? He said, "Oh, you ain't going shit right for a week. You ain't going shit right for a week." Salute to Billy Bob Thornton, man. Yo,
word up.
Yo, Billy Bob, you fucked up, champ.
Yeah, I can't believe you let that.
You know, I get it. Once you get big like that, it's like you got all these exotics you could choose from now.
A man is only as faithful as his options, man. Those guys that are rich celebrities in Hollywood, they have too many options. That's why you see a lot of those marriages don't last.
Exactly. I mean, that's like Bill with Camille. Respectfully, Bill. No disrespect to you, champ, or Camille. But I'm sure Bill got himself a little trim on the side from a hot tender. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. That's billionaire Bill, man.
It's a whole fact, man. You got money, man. You got options, man.
Absolutely. Yo, check this out. Check this out. This is sad right here. Check this out, man. You ladies, y'all got to do better.
In this next clip, a man alleges that his baby mother fed their son dry cereal but cooked her boyfriend a steak. Check it out.
Son, I'm recording now. Hey, look, tell me what you just told me, all right?
Mom cooked her new boyfriend a steak and gave me dry cereal without milk.
That don't make no freaking sense. First off, it's too late for you to even be eating cereal, but show me the cereal. Show me the cereal.
That's crazy.
Look at this, y'all. Look, no milk. That don't make no freaking sense.
I'm
she
a
gonna
father.
make her whole boyfriend a steak.
That's
Put your mom on the
crazy.
phone. Show mom on the phone, man.
I'm a father. That's crazy.
That's crazy, dog. I promise you.
Cynda don't want to talk to you.
I bet she don't want to talk to me. I bet she don't want to talk to me because she knows she wrong. She bogus. I promise you, son. If I could bring some food, I would, but I can't. I can't come into the house. But I promise you, I'm fighting for you, okay?
Okay.
I love you, man.
I love you too.
Yeah, this is so out of pocket. You can tell his brother loves his son. That's a shame. And kids is going through this all around the country and around the world. It's so sad. So sad. Y'all women got to do better. Fed her son dry cereal with no milk and cooked her boyfriend a steak. Wow. Fed him dry cereal for dinner with no milk.
Y'all got to do better, man. There's no excuse for that.
In the comments.
That's crazy.
Any dude that'll let you cook him a steak and make your son eat cereal don't give a fuck about you or your son. Stupid.
That's a fact. Yeah. That's
Dummy.
A whole fact.
And I'm saying that for the, you know why? Because I don't fuck with you creep type of niggas, man. Straight up, I don't mess with y'all. I'm going to try not to use profanity. We had a queen on tonight. Forgive me, queen. Cynda Williams, salute to her. I'm going to try not to use much profanity on here. But I already let her know she know how to get down. I'm going to still play my videos now. That's why I asked her, because I don't want to make her uncomfortable. You know what I mean? But, and anybody who don't like my content on my show, man, here's what y'all could do. Kick rocks. Get your ass up out of here. This ain't the show for you. The show for you. I got to edit that better. Salute to everybody still in.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Ah!
Rich and wavy, baby. Rich and wavy, man. Straight up, man. But let's have it. Let's hear it one time for the haterholics. You heard, Jane?
Salute to the
haterholics.
Of the world. Define haterholic. Quote: a person who can't go a day without hating on someone or something. Let's hear it for the haterholics, y'all. Without y'all, we wouldn't know or appreciate what love is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Without the haterholics, we wouldn't appreciate or know what love is, man. You know what I mean?
That's a whole fact.
Yeah, you got to take the bitter with the sweet, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, look, we grew up in the projects, but at least we ain't have to play ball like this.
They got some hoopers in Africa, y'all. Check it out. Playing on a dirt court. Swish. Look like me back in the day.
That boy got curry aim on a dirt court. that boy good. That boy good. Hey, yo, in case you missed my last live, yo, this right here is disgusting, brother. I got to show it, and after this, I ain't showing it no more. This is out of line right here.
Warning: this
is out of line.
For educational and informative purposes. Viewer discretion is advised. I don't know what's going on with this new generation. They all say that they on demon time, and they seem to mean it. Lord help us. In this next clip, this young black sister, I'm not sure what's going on, but it was it looks like an apartment, a get-together between her and I guess some friends, and a dude pulls out a gun, and she decides to suck on the gun. I can't call it, man. I'm not gonna let y'all hear the sound because of the fact that they playing music in the background. But y'all check it out for yourself. Viewer discretion is advised. Unbelievable. What if he just shot her by accident? I mean, we don't know if it's loaded or not, but Things is getting more and more crazy out here. Y'all talk to me in the comments section. These kids need a reset, man. They ain't moving right. Wow.
Yo, what's wrong with these kids, huh?
Man, I saw that video. This generation, man, I feel so bad for them. I sent it to my daughter.
That turned her on.
I sent it to my daughter. I said, if you ever think about doing something like this in your life, that will be the day your life ends. I said, that will be the day your life ends, okay?
Yeah. That's a whole fact. All it took was for the kid to accidentally pull his, because you know he ain't smart enough to take the fucking the clip out the gun.
Come on,
make
man.
sure it ain't one in the head. These kids don't even think, man. They just get high and act stupid, man.
And they just do everything for clout. Everything is just that whole thing was just for him so he could record it. That was the whole reason why he was doing that. He never does that. She don't be doing that all the time. Come on, man. You can't make me think that. Because he got the camera on. Yo, do this for the, I'm about to record. Hold up. Do this. Come on, man.
I mean, if fake worked, it made my show. It fake worked. It made World Star. It fake worked. Like it worked, but
they just gotta do better, man.
Yo, check this out. Sometimes moms be too friendly with their kids. Check it out.
Mamas of the world. Bonding with your kids is great, but sometimes you might take it a little too far. Check it out. Basically, the mama and her daughter is having a twerk off. Bonding with your kids is great. Do what you do, but maybe you should teach the kids how to cook, clean, teach them some things that educate them. Just my opinion. I'm not judging, but twerking, I mean, that shouldn't be something that should be taught by the mama to the daughter. That's just my opinion. Or even done in a challenge or battle format. Especially not for the world to see like this. I mean, it's great to have a good relationship with your kids. We got to know the boundaries. Having a good relationship with your kids is wonderful, but we got to know the boundaries. Where do we separate mama from friend? Friend from mama. Oh, Lord have mercy. Talk to me in the comments section.
Yo, what's understood ain't got to be explained, man. That's crazy, yo.
It's a different world we grew up in, man.
It's a different world from where we come from.
The way these kids grow up nowadays, our parents never would have did this type of stuff that these kids be doing nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Are you kidding me? No, how they say you shit me? You shit me?
Yeah,
these young niggas think they made that up too. We've been saying that. Like our parents were saying that.
This young boy around here, Sid Bounce. Yeah, Sid Bounce. He be saying that. That's like his thing. You shitting me. I'm like, nigga, that's an old school term.
Yeah, like you didn't make that up.
I was hearing that in the 80s, man. I was hearing that in the 80s.
Yo, these kids crack me up. Like everything we wore when me and you was growing up, like we both from the 80s. Like when we was growing up, the Jordans and all that. Like I got a pair of J's right there, man. It's like I just caught my daughter another pair, man. You know what I mean? It's the same shits we've been wearing.
Mm-hmm. We're just recycling, nigga. Remixing.
Facts, man. Shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy. I don't know. It's nothing new under the sun. That's the only way to explain it. Yep. Nothing new under the sun. You young boys and girls out there, y'all ain't doing nothing we ain't never did except for y'all are way more disrespectful than we ever was, and y'all are way more ignorant than we ever were. You know, we had something that was ignorant, but y'all take the cake. Y'all just do it. Y'all do the most, man. You got to stop that, baby. I love the kids, man. I don't. Yo, Brown. You don't want to have to push one of these young niggas shit off, do you?
No, I don't. I definitely don't.
I don't either. Just they gotta chill the fuck out because they don't know like just you old niggas will push your shit off, nigga. Old niggas ain't fighting with you young niggas.
Nope.
Y'all all healthy and shit. Old niggas is not fighting with y'all. Like all they do is they jump niggas too. That's all they do. That you don't never see no one-ons. These niggas just jump all day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got it young to the youth. We love y'all. We was just like y'all, but we wasn't as disrespectful. Y'all got to cut this shit out. Hopefully, this shit reach some of y'all, man.
Word out.
And to y'all, and to those that y'all think y'all know more than the average bear, I guess you have to learn the hard way, man. Yo, check this chick out. She told a monkey how to roll a blunt, man.
Well, they say we come from monkeys and primates and whatnot. I still don't believe it, but in this clip, this female got her pet monkey helping her roll a blunt. Check it out.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. He is rolling the blunt, bro. I need a monkey, baby. Give me a monkey, baby. I'm gonna get you a monkey.
This shit is crazy.
Yeah, leave my baby alone. Let him lick the blunt. Let him lick the blunt one more time. Hold on, wait.
That's crazy. That's crazy. It wouldn't shock me if she let him hit the blunt with her. You know what I mean? Monkeys like to drink beer and all that and liquor and all that too.
Yeah, that shit is crazy,
Talk to me in the comments section.
Nah, she probably do let the monkey hit the
helping
hell.
her roll a blunt.
Why not?
Wow.
If it's rolling this shit, you deserve a pull. Fuck.
Yeah, them nigga, the nigga was rolling it like, yo, hurry up and light that shit. Like, that's what he looked like he wanted to say. Like,
hurry
my
up.
nerves is bad, bitch. Yo, check this
Our
out,
women
man.
are disrespected way too much in this world. This thing has to stop. Check it out.
That's your problem, not mine, right? Okay, so now shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, it's asshole. I'm sorry. Fucking cunt. We were gonna be honest too. Look at you. Get the fuck out here, Bezos. What's rubbish? Getting upset. What the fuck you gonna do? What the fuck you gonna do? What are you gonna
The African lady told him, shut the fuck up, kiss my asshole. Yo, she didn't say kiss my ass, she said kiss my asshole.
That's how them Africans curse though.
Yeah, yo, shut the fuck up, kiss my asshole.
Word. Rev's sister married an African nigga. Yo, it'd be mad funny when he be cursing at his man. That's how they curse. They curse. It sound mad funny.
That's wicked, my nigga, wicked.
Word.
Yo, check this out, man. Yo, y'all strap up out there, man. Y'all strap up.
Is this a red flag in the bedroom?
I'm going to give you the gist of this conversation that took place in some nightclub by this man and these ladies. He basically asked, when someone pulls out a condom, is that pretty much a deal breaker or is it a go? At first, one of the girls said, yeah, I like that he's being safe. But then the other girl said, no, I really don't like to have sex with condoms. And then the guy said, what? And then, really? And then the other girl said, who originally said, yeah, you know, he's trying to be safe. She also admitted, nah, I don't like to have condom sex either. So, you ladies and gentlemen out there, I suggest y'all strap up, especially those of you who frequent these nightclubs and lounges, because you don't know what you're going to leave with after you sleep with this person on a one-night stand situation. Things is real out here. Protect yourself at all times. Talk to me now. These days they have workshops and classes for everything, and lovemaking is no exception. Check it out, y'all. The Riding the D Workshop. I mean, already I'm knocking it. I mean,
I don't get it.
Nah,
you
man.
saw that. You saw that weak ass.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Nah, man. That video took the cake, man. Nah, man. Nah.
Yeah.
Talk to me in the comment section.
Yo, son, yo, Slum.
Yo,
You see how she did that weak ass lean in the beginning? Like, what's that, miss? Come on, man. Cut it out with all this fake porno shit, man.
man, yo, that was you can really make money out of anything in this life.
Facts. Check this out.
Warning, this next clip is for educational purposes and informative purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised. In this next clip, musical performer Bad Bunny kisses one of his male backup dancers on the mouth during a performance. You know him from the Corona Beer commercials with Snoop Dogg. If you don't know his music, you at least know him from that. Check it out. Enough said. What's understood ain't got to be explained, but y'all talk to me in the comment section.
Hey, flag on the play. Bad Bunny, what are you doing, yo? See, this is what happens when dudes get money, son. Like, that's the kid from the
dudes getting money. It's just
that's the kid from the Corona commercials with Snoop Dogg.
I know.
But Bunny, Snoop, that's him. Like, what are you doing, yo?
I don't know, man. And then you know what was crazy?
What are you doing? What are you doing, man?
It was crazy. A guy that I respect, I seen him repost the thing like he was talking because they both Puerto Rican, Carmelo Anthony. I was like, you ain't see the whole video?
Wow.
Yeah, Carmelo reposted it. That's how I found out. Carmelo reposted it, and then somebody else showed me that thing on World, so I was like, wow.
Yo, to you dudes out there swapping spit with dudes, check yourself, man. Straight up, man. You know what I'm gonna say? Check yourself. At least stop messing with women, yo. If you mess with dudes, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I got the right to say that. I'm not discriminating against y'all.
Do your thing with
do what you do. Live your life, but stop sleeping with women because if y'all give them something, it's coming back to the straight dudes, man.
I'm trying to tell
Stop doing that, yo.
I'm trying to tell you, man. For real.
Man. Niggas is crazy, man.
I don't understand that
He
shit.
like,
you
nah,
be on the low,
I like both. Look, I like both. I like a hard leg and I like something soft. I like a hard leg. I like something soft. I'm rich. I could do what I want. These niggas is crazy, son. He's like, I think it's sexy when a chick got big ass T's and a big ass D. I think that's dick. Yeah, I'm an alien. I'm from Mars.
There's another video somebody sent me this week. There's another video somebody sent me this week where a white guy is with. It looked like he in one of them places like Bangkok or something, and the girl tell him that she got a dick. He said he looked like he was puzzled, but then he was like, "All right, that's cool." Like he was with it. I'm like,
I mean, he was Muslim, but did he do time?
I don't know. I don't know.
Nah, no disrespect to the Nation of Islam or the Muslims, but I do know from a dude that did a lot of years. He told me a Muslim brother knocked the blood out and raped him over the slop sink because he owed him money in jail. So I don't fall for that religion stuff when it comes to that. You never know what dudes is capable of. No disrespect to the Nation of Islam or Muslims or Bloods. Like, y'all do what y'all do, but this is just a story that I was told by somebody that did a lot of time. So, you know, you never know what niggas is doing behind the wall, man. That's what I'm saying. These chicks, make sure you get the nigga tested when he come home, cause y'all spreading shit too. You know what I mean? You don't know who he was getting his dick sucked by behind the wall or fucking an ass or getting fucked in his ass. Damn, I'm not supposed to curse right now. Forgive me. Anyway, let's move on. Check it. Did I show you how disrespectful the dude was with this guy's wife? Let me know if I showed this to you already.
In this next clip, two bodybuilders decide to curl a man's woman while he's standing right there. So disrespectful.
Did I show you that?
Nah, I didn't
Yo,
see
James, did I show you that?
Nah, I haven't seen this yet.
This is so disrespectful on so many different levels. Her man is right there, son.
Hold on. Keep recording. Watch this. No. Don't do that. Lean forward. Watch this. I call this the Supergirl curl. Watch this. She's Supergirl. I gotta give her the curls. Lay straight. Body straight.
Unbelievable.
Yes, sir. Come on. Reps. 1, come on. 2, come on. 3, come on. 4, come on. 5, come on. 6, come on. 7, come on. 8, come on. 9, 10. 1, 2, 3.
This is so disrespectful. She done had the time of her life.
Yo, my guy.
In front of
Now,
these
had
With
that been me
like
on the
that?
video, it's not even her fault. Had that been me,
brother,
the video would have been way
free
different,
advice.
my guy. You see all the metal pipes and stuff right over there?
Now.
Please believe I would have found something.
Unless you just like being violated.
You see how he was grabbing her breasts and everything, guy? Come on, guy. It's one thing to pick up your girl. All right, she wanted to do it. I know where her head is at. She belonged to the streets. But the way he was violating, come on, guy. You don't have to disrespect another man like that. You know what I'm saying? We all supposed to be brothers in the end of the day. That was crazy. I would have had to went upside his head, man. That video would have been way different.
I see where you coming from.
Yeah, that's not a man she was with, because if that was a man she was with, it would have went way different.
Because
it would have went. That's not a man she was with, guys.
Well, girl and groped her. One is curling her, hitting himself in the face with a butt.
The dude, the little one especially, the short one, was hitting her in her face with her butt the whole time. He's like, boing, boing. He's getting his jollies off, bouncing his face off her butt. Like, yo, and she's just giggling. Like,
yeah, that's what was fucking me up.
She think it's cool. She think it's funny.
That's what was killing me. That she was just hee. Every time they really
the dude
get
is
her.
A simp, yo. The dude is a simp too.
That's why
the dude is a simp. So I don't feel sorry for that nigga. Like, you gonna let niggas violate you like that, then you deserve it, man.
Exactly.
You know, you like but look, you saying what you would have did, but they wouldn't have did that to you. They wouldn't have did that to you.
That's a fact. That's a fact. They would have seen I was.
They know who to play with. These niggas know who to play with, man. They know who to play with, man. They wouldn't have did that. They wouldn't even have did that. Like they might have tried it. Then you look, then oh yeah, nah, what up, man? All right, cause yo, most of these muscle bound niggas be pussy anyway. 100%. That's a fact, man.
That's why they lift weights and shit.
That's why they get big like that.
Yeah, niggas been whooping their ass for 10, 20 years. Yeah. They tired of getting beat up, so they say, yo, I gotta get muscles, man. These niggas leave me alone.
Yeah. They don't be knowing how to fight, most of these niggas. Like, and then they be scared. So that's like you said, they get big to be intimidating. They just want to intimidate you off the look. Like,
they don't want to fight. They still can't fight.
Two corny niggas, man. Yo, peep this shit, man. Yo, before we get to that, let's just check out these kids, these thrill-seeking niggas,
As human
man.
beings, a lot of us are thrill seekers. Looks like fun, but way too dangerous for me. No, sir. Check it out. That's crazy. That is crazy. The guy's going hide in houses. Must be nice not to fear death. Talk to me in the comment section.
Son, that kid is hitting at least the 3rd or 4th floor.
I ain't got no time for that, man.
Yo,
I ain't got no time for that, man.
Yo, check the babies out though, man. You gotta love the babies, man. Our kids are kids period are fearless, yo. Check it out.
Children are fearless. You got to love the innocence of children. Check it out.
Kids period are fearless.
Where did y'all get the raccoon from?
His mama boyfriend had Her mama's boyfriend had caught her.
Oh wow, y'all better
They
be.
live right down there.
Y'all better be careful because if the mama raccoon see it, she gonna attack y'all.
I know she lives down there.
And those things carry rabies.
They took the blood test.
Oh my God, y'all is crazy. Fuck. Nah, stay back. Stay the fuck back.
She bites.
Oh my God, y'all is crazy. Oh shit. All right. All right, y'all, go ahead. Y'all better be careful with them things, man. Be careful.
You see how she handled that thing like she's a pro already, man. Gotta
Jesus
love
Christ,
it.
y'all got to be kidding me. What y'all feeding now?
They eat anything, but they're not eat hot stuff. They don't eat hot
Our
stuff.
kids are so intelligent. They already know they eat anything. They feed
All
them
right,
cat
y'all
food.
be careful with them.
Hope they don't catch rabies. Y'all talk to me in the comment section. And I hope the mama raccoon don't see this. Yikes.
Yeah. Them when you a kid, that's the best time of your life because you feel is you don't know nothing yet. Like, kids don't have no fear, yo.
That
You see
might
how
have
they
been an
holding them
understatement.
raccoons like they puppies?
You heard the cameraman? He said, "Back the fuck up." He was not playing. He said, "Whoa." He said, "Nah." I was like, "Wow."
Yeah. Nah, he know. He don't want if the mother come, the mother's going crazy on everybody that's around them kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the babies might have rabies also. Hopefully they don't, you know what I mean? But it's too risky to chance it, you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Yo, check this out. I think this was probably in Mexico or somewhere, man. Check this
In
out.
this next clip, a man cuts the power cord to an entire music festival because he wasn't allowed in. This gotta be in some old third world country because the general public usually can't access the power lines and all that to make this happen. Y'all check it out.
All I need is a love tonight.
I cut the music off because of YouTube regulations. Wow.
Ебать! Смотрим дальше. Реакция.
They should have let Hector in. Hector said, "You don't let me in? Okay. You don't let me in? Okay, that's it. That's it. No festival. No festival. That's it." Talk to me in the comment section.
That's exactly what he said.
I respect that. I respect
Yeah,
that.
he like, I can't get in?
Oh, word? He
I
ain't gonna
can't get
shoot
in?
it up. I ain't gonna do nothing crazy. I'm just gonna cut the power. How about that? Have a good night.
Yeah, he violated, yo. He ruined their night, son.
That's
he
the
ruined their
definition.
night.
That's the true definition of some gangster sting right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why I know it was some third world country because how could he access the power lines to shut the whole concert down like with one swipe? Like, and nobody's guarding it. Like,
third world
he's
country,
like a mile
man.
away. It looked like he was like damn near a mile away.
Maybe more than a mile away, man.
Yeah. But he knew where it was. He's like, oh, all right, word, all right, I got you. Say no more.
There's a main one. In them third
less.
world countries, there's a main one. Everything is off of the main one. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is call anyone it is. You know what I mean? He knew what he was doing.
Yeah. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. I got the Megan Thee Stallion situation. If you ain't heard about it, you heard about it yet?
What
I tell people, do me a favor, y'all. If you ain't gonna throw nothing to the Cash App, at least hit the like button, man. At least hit the like button. Do that for me. Share this live for me, man. It costs you nothing to hit the like button. You know what I mean? It costs you nothing. If you're not gonna throw nothing to the Cash App, $ Graham Fishburne, just hit the like button, man. Share this live, man. Thank you. This is throwing something to my Cash App is a small thing to a giant, but a lot of y'all ain't giants. I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. Everybody pop right now.
Everybody ain't a
we in a
giant.
recession. I just took a ticket down though in sports betting, so I'm all right. I'm doing all right. I hit another ticket tonight. I'm all right. But
that's what's up, man. I'm happy for you.
Being that I'm providing content to keep y'all entertained, I'm organizing content for y'all. And I'm not talking to you, family. I'm talking to everybody. Just when you can, if you don't got it today, send it tomorrow. Cash App is 24/7. You don't got to send it during the live. Like, I'll shout you out. If you tell me who you are in the notes, I'll shout you out next live for throwing a Cash App at me. How about that, man? You know what I mean? That's all you got to do. If you want me to shout you out next live, from now on, put a thumbs up in the comment section on Cash App. If you hit me with a Cash App when I'm not on live, and I'll shout you out next time I go live. We'll do it like that. In the meantime, in between time, let's get through the rest of these clips. Yo, Brown, you know what's crazy? It's a lot. The people that hate us the most is the ones that actually know us in real life. That's the sick part, son.
Mm-hmm.
But don't show no hate in person. Oh, what up, my dude? How you? I ain't see you in years, yo. What up, man? Da, 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 da. But as soon as they get a chance, they wanna hit the thumbs down or something, like anything to try to knock your joint. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking clowns, man. God bless y'all though, man. Lord forgive me for getting mad at these dudes. I'm a fool for getting mad at fools. You understand?
Yep.
Cause a fool don't know no better.
Yep.
Word, a fool don't know no better. That's my fault. Lord forgive me for getting mad at fools. All right. Let's get to the Megan Thee Stallion, because I got more exciting stuff after this.
Female rap star Megan Thee Stallion is back up to sexy shenanigans again. During her latest performance, a fan throws his phone on stage while recording. Check out what Megan does. Female rap star Megan Thee Stallion is back up to sexy shenanigans again. During her latest performance, a fan throws his phone on stage while recording. Check out what Megan does. Right place at the right time. You lucky dog. Talk to me in the comment section.
I was blocking that. Y'all didn't really get the gist. y'all didn't get the full gist. I know you niggas on lockdown that's watching my channel. You like, yo, nigga, move that Cash App shit out the way, man. I'm in the can, son. I hit you when I get out, man. But yo, let me see Megan, yo. I got you, man. Relax, brother. Relax, man. Nigga, relax. Yo, shut up, nigga. I'm not playing this shit. Shut up, man. All right.
Female rap star Megan Thee Stallion is back up to sexy shenanigans again. During her latest performance, a fan throws his phone on stage while recording. Check out what Megan does. Female rap star Megan Thee Stallion is back up to sexy shenanigans again. During her latest performance, a fan throws his phone on stage while recording. Check out what Megan does. Right place at the right time. You lucky dog. Talk to me in the comment section.
Megan, you stallion, you. Girl, I would do things to you a farmer wouldn't do to a donkey. Oh, man, I like that girl, man. I like her. Yo, Megan, you and me, baby. Grand Fishburne. We can make something happen. I know you would. I think you would. I don't even know. I don't look you up like that. I'm not on your heels like that, but I'm interested, baby.
She might be on the market.
Money ain't everything. I got that right pipe, though. I got that right pipe. You know what I mean? Because money can't buy that right pipe. Let's move on. Let's go. Money can't buy that right pipe, Meg. Let's move on, man.
Just say no to
She might be
drugs.
on the market.
A woman attacks a Dairy Queen worker because he caught her smoking meth in the bathroom. Check it out.
Give me my $10 fucking store, fuck you! Give me my fucking meal! Where's my fucking go? Where's my fucking? Give me my fucking meal!
Oh yeah, we have it.
I'm not leaving until I get my fucking meal!
You can throw whatever you want.
Give me my fucking meal!
They said they're coming.
You fucking goof!
They said they're coming.
What? You're gonna just fuck me for my fucking meal?
I'm sorry you let it sit there for 20 minutes while you're in
My
the bathroom.
fucking burger goof!
Yeah.
Give me my fucking meal!
No.
What do you mean no?
Because you let it sit there for 20 minutes. That's not our fault. That's not our fault you let it sit.
You are a fucking goof!
I don't feel like the police. Yeah, the police are on their way.
I don't give a fuck!
They
You
will.
are a fucking... You're
Leave.
gonna be a tough guy, you're a scum cunt.
I did. They heard you yelling.
They
heard you yelling. They said they're selling somebody
I heard that
immediately.
one too, you fucking repedo.
I'm sorry that you went and smoked meth in the bathroom for 20 minutes. Leave our store. Never come back. You're on camera. We're going to be giving it to the police. Oh, I'm sorry.
Is that you didn't fucking serve me?
I did.
No, you didn't.
I served you the first time.
You're...
Goodbye, ma'am. Have a good day.
Unbelievable. Just say no to drugs. Warning, this next video is for educational purposes only. There are some acts of violence in this clip. Viewer discretion is advised. I call this one, look but don't touch. Check it out. Wow. Why'd he have to put his hand in that man's face? That's not nice. You know, never put your hands in another man's face without expecting to get fired on. Y'all talk to me in the comment section. Warning, this next video is for educational purposes only. It shows scenes of graphic violence. Viewer discretion is advised. The message in this one is protect yourself at all times. Check it out.
My sister, she's good, nigga? You stupid nigga? Stupid fuck, nigga? Ask my sister if she good.
Unbelievable. Protect yourself at all times. This dude knocked this dude out with a slap. Mainly because he wasn't even expecting it. Y'all talk to me in the
question
comment
I got is,
wow.
The question I got is, what type of relationship do dude have with his sister that you that upset with the dude for asking your sister if she's good? He said, you asked my sister if she's good, nigga?
Yeah,
I
need more
the dude
context.
out with a slap. You know how hard he smacked him to knock him out like that?
I need more
What type
context.
Yeah, but we don't know what's going on. Maybe the dude is a rapist or something that he smacked. So I'm not gonna just point the finger at the dude who did the slapping because I don't know the circumstances. I just know he slapped fire at him. That was, he put him to sleep with a slap. That don't happen too often.
No.
They don't make slaps like that no more.
No.
Not at all.
Warning, this next clip is for educational and informative purposes. Viewer discretion is advised. A female slaps a man and he retaliates. Check it out.
Oh my God! No way! No fucking way!
All I can say about this one is keep your hands to yourself, male or female. Everybody's grown. Everybody deserves to be respected. Keep your hands to yourself. Y'all talk to me in the comment section. Wow.
Yo, do me a favor. Make sure all of y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button, man. And salute to everybody in the chat, man. Straight up, man.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Ah!
Exactly.
Just be yourself. If people don't like you if you're being yourself, fuck
That's
them.
crazy. I forgot, what's her name? Slapped the shit out of her in the circle block.
So all my subscribers, you want to help keep this show great? Send your exclusive video footage to the email address gramfishburnetv@gmail.com. If I believe it's as good as you think it is, it might make the next live. Well, that's my show. Thanks for hanging out. I had a blast. I hope you did too. On your way out, hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you haven't already. And do me a favor, tap that bell icon so you're notified whenever I go live. Lives are Wednesdays and Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. See you there. Yeah.